Welcome to episode 47 of Morning Coffee Flow, where we drink coffee and do yoga. This energizing 20-minute flow will be an uplifting start to your day and ensure that no matter what comes your way, you'll be able to face it with resilience and grace. This episode of Morning Coffee Flow, we are focusing on that floating transition from our down dog into forward fold. Okay, roll out your mat, and I'm going to roll the intro screen. Hello, magnificent human beings. My name is Landon, helping you discover a fun and consistent at-home yoga practice. Okay, grab your coffee, grab some water, and let's dive in. We will get started today by standing on up here at the top of our mats. Heel toe your feet pretty close together, toes touching, and then separate your heels just a little bit. It's kind of helped us to get into that forward fold whenever we get there. So toes touching, heels separated just a tiny bit. Trying something slightly different today. Close your eyes, roll your shoulders back. Deep breaths. Inhales through your nose. Exhales out your nose. Good. Just using your breath to help you ground, release, let go. Good. And as you are ready, setting your intention, so something soothing, something transformative, something unbelievably beautiful, whatever you want. Good. And as you like, sealing your intention, 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose. Inhale, 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 hold. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Inhale through your nose. Inhale, 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 hold. Exhale out the mouth. Once more. Inhale through your nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. We hold. Exhale, sigh, let it go. Good. Hands, heart center, go ahead, inhale them up. Exhale, big sigh, let it go. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, fold, come all the way down, good. And then when you're ready, inhale, half, lift, lengthen. Exhale, hinge, forward, fold. Just hang in your forward fold. So notice how toes together, heels gently separated. Kind of gets into those hamstrings a little bit more, right? Breathe. Okay, chin is last to rise, inhaling all the way up, big sigh, let it go. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, fold, coming all the way down, good. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, hinge, forward, fold, good. Chin is last to rise as we slowly come all the way up, hands up, overhead, big sigh. Inhale, hands up, and exhale, we hinge, fold, coming all the way down, good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, come on down, okay? Hands on the mat and step it back into downward facing dog. Good. So in our floating transition today, just go ahead and walk your heels out, just getting loose in your down dog. But in that floating transition today, we don't need to float very far. You don't even have to trust too much of the weight into your hands if you don't want to. So you might just want to step up into forward fold. You could do, small little hop, however you wish. So we'll get there though, I promise. Let's take that right foot, 3-legged hold and 3-legged looking forward at your hands. Go, fingertips spread nice and wide. Hold in your 3-legged down dog, breathe. And then bring that foot through, place it in between your hands. That back left foot, step it up just a little bit so you can ground down your heel for the base of your warrior 1. Hands on your hips, good. Breathe. Hands come around behind you, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back, good. Humble warrior taking it down, slow, easy. As you do so, trying to keep that weight balanced in your feet, right? That shoulder stretch, maybe bringing those hands up overhead a little bit. Good. Slow, slow, slow. Come back. Release your hands. Shake it out, letting that circulation come back, right? Good. Okay, hands, heart center. Inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands come on down and downward facing dog. Good. Okay, got to do the next side. So take that left foot, three-legged, hold it there. Trying to keep your shoulders flat across, not having things like twisting through that back. Good. Holding here. Breathe. And bring that left foot through. Good. Base of your lunge. Stepping up that back right foot a little bit so you can ground down your heel. Those right toes pointed more or less near that top right corner of your mat. Hands on your hips. Breathe. Good. Hands around behind you, and then roll your shoulders back. And as you hinge down at your hips, trying to keep that weight balanced in your feet. Steady, steady. If you start to lean too far forward, then that back heel comes off, and then obviously the weight isn't balanced. So staying with it. Breathe. Maybe you bring those arms up overhead, amplifying in that shoulder stretch. Slowly coming back. Good. Shake it out. Okay. Hands, heart center. When you're ready, inhale, scoop up the earth. Exhale, hands come on down and down. Facing dog. Good. So, from your down dog, thunderbolt, just briefly, you can keep your toes tucked, you can not, however you want. Getting a quick sip of water, of coffee, whichever one you feel. So again, in this floating transition, we're going to take things nice and easy. So we're just going to play for just a little bit here. So find yourself back in your downward facing dog. So whatever your normal down dog distance is, I want you to shallow it up by half. So it's going to look weird, right? But this kind of gives us some safety to be able to hop forward. So from here, just hopping forward into your forward fold. Just kind of a small one, right? Okay, come back into your full down dog. Good. Now take about one step forward, small step, good. Looking forward at your hands, bend your knees, hop forward. Good. Into forward fold. Okay, now we're gonna do the whole thing. All right, so how much ever you kick up, you don't wanna throw yourself up and over like you're gonna flop onto your back, but just with a good kind of, push. So bend your knees, look forward, bend your knees, look forward, and then just floating up. Good. So that's our transition today. And then we can float back, right? So hands on the mat, bend your knees, come on back into down dog. Good. So just kind of a fun transition, coming back and forward. This whole floating thing in yoga kind of gets into more of those advanced fun techniques and tricks. So it's kind of a safer way to do it, just from down dog and forward fold, just kind of dipping our toes in the world of floating. Okay, go ahead, downward facing dog, and then looking forward, we're going to float into forward fold. Good. And notice my feet didn't even come very far off the mat. That's okay. Left leg, bring it back. Base of your lunge, and full crescent lunge. Good. Breathe. We're gonna do kind of a weird twist here. Take that right hand, bring it down on the inside of your foot. Good. and then left arm comes up. So lots of twisting here through that kind of mid-back area, right? In our reverse twisted lunge. Good. Doing your best to still keep that left heel high on the mat. And then swapping things out, opposite side. Feels a little bit more normal, right? Hold, breathe. Bring that right hand down, framing your foot. Good. Downward facing dog. Good. Okay. Now, next side. So we're going to do our float. Looking forward. Go ahead. Kicking and then coming forward into that forward fold. Good. Okay. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Good work. Right foot, bring it on back, base of your lunge, and then slowly bring those hands on up. Good. Breathe. And slow, awkward twist. You've got it. Left hand comes down, and then right arm up. Our reverse twisted lunge. If this is your 47th class with me through all of this, then I'm trying to challenge you a little bit with some of these weird twists, right? Okay, swap things out. Bring that right hand down, left hand up. More of that normal twisted lunge. And hand comes down, framing that foot, downward facing dog. Good. Okay, from here, looking forward, hopping, floating, stepping into your forward fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chin is last to rise, slow, steady, coming all the way up. Hands up overhead, sigh. Inhale, hands up. And exhaling by your sides. Shake things out, move around, getting loose, getting a sip of coffee, of water, whichever one you need, maybe both. Coming into our standing series. So find yourself roughly in the center of your mat, hands on your hips, kickstand those left toes behind you. Good. Breathe. Focus. You've got it. Arms up overhead as you slowly tilt hinge coming into your warrior three. So take your time in your warrior three, maybe pausing, kind of a more shallow angle to find your focus, find your balance. And then slowly coming a little bit more, a little bit more. Take your time. As you like, whenever you're ready, release your right hand down and your left hand comes up into that half moon. Adho Mukha. Breathe, balance. Forward fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chin is last to rise. Slow, steady, coming all the way up. Big sigh. And release. Including some standing poses here, because if you're doing kind of a floating class, I'm hoping that you're wanting to do more of these kind of, I would call them advanced poses, but they're almost kind of more strength and balance based poses, because there's all these different elements, right, to every posture. Hands on your hips. Kickstand those right toes behind you. Breathe. Focus. Good. Good. Balance. Balance. Just kind of lifting those toes off. Bring those arms on up. Good. So in lots of yoga poses, there's the balance element, there's the strength element, there's the flexibility element. These poses kind of require a little bit more of that balance and strength rather than the flexibility. So it depends which area you're generally better in. Warrior three, good. Breathe, you've got it. slowly release that left hand down. Right hand comes up. Half moon, breathe, you got it. Setting it on down. Good. Relax. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and downward facing dog. Good. You can lower down to your knees. Shake it out. Move around. Good. Okay. Just a couple more of our transitions back and forth just for fun. So coming into down dog. If this is relatively easy for you, this transition, then maybe kicking up a little bit higher if you want, if you have that balance. So holding here in down dog. Look forward. Go ahead, floating on up into forward fold. Good. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to look good. Float is kind of a relative term. And then hands on the mat. Go ahead and come on back into down dog. Just playing with it, just having fun. Okay, we're gonna do just a couple more. One there and then one more back. So take a couple breaths in your down dog. You've got it. And then when you're ready, floating forward into forward fold. Good. And inhale, half lift. Exhale, hinge, fold. Good. All right, come on back into down dog. Hands on the mat. Good. You can do kind of funky plank, then come into down dog thing, whatever you like. All right. Weight shifts forward into plank pose. Hold, breathe. Lower on down. Good. Holding here on your belly. Prop yourself up. Brief Sphinx pose. Breathe into that lower back, slowing things down. Getting ready for our Salabhasana, that locust pose, also called Superman airplane. So lower all the way down, bring your arms down by your sides, and then when you're ready, go ahead, lifting on up. You don't have to lift very far. Something like this may be okay, where you're just maybe even lifting your knees. If you can lift those quads off of the mat too. Release. Good. Go ahead, rolling onto your back for our Shavasana. Feet fall out, arms fall out, just dissolve, just relax. Letting it all go, just breathe. A couple of options for our final poses here. You can do that bridge, you can do shoulder stand, whatever you wish. If your neck is okay, then I encourage you to come into your shoulder stand, your Sarvangasana. If you just want to do that supported bridge, then that's okay. Palms by your sides, feet flat on the earth. Maybe waddle those shoulder blades in a little bit when you're ready. Then bringing those hips on up, good for that supported bridge, or just rolling back on to your shoulders. Refrain from looking left or right in your shoulder stand. Just still want to keep that relatively flat back or relatively straight neck. No twisting in your neck. Good. Okay. If you're just kind of perching here in your shoulder stand, that's fine. How's your breath? And wherever you are, your bridge, your shoulders stand, releasing on down, back into Shavasana, feet fall out, arms fall out, big breath. Steady, mellow, calming, relaxing breath. Wiggle your fingertips, wiggle your toes, and eventually coming up into that seated position so we can bow together. Short and sweet Shavasana today, I know, but excellent job flowing through this class, practicing your float on up into your forward fold. Thank you, as always, for being here. It's been fun to try to do some of these sort of float challengey type stuff because we gotta mix things up and keep progressing in our practice. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Hit that bell and get those notifications. And lastly, if you really want to dive deep into your yoga practice, open the description below where you will discover a brand new themed yoga challenge every single month. This has been episode 47 of Morning Coffee Flow. I hope your coffee is more or less done and you are now ready to face your day with resilience and grace. My name's Landon Slaughter, helping you discover your fun and consistent at-home yoga practice. I'll see you in a video very soon. Take care and namaste.